Greetings all, this is now week 7 of weekly progression and we are starting off strong. The majority of this week was spent doing tac relay and working on Legion. As of right now, I'm sitting at 7241 Legion. This is up about 155 from my last video if I remember correctly. I finished tac relay last night as well, earning all possible point rewards. I'll end up talking more about that later on though. First I'd like to get to the Legion, cause I've got some plans. Well, they're the same plans, but with night troops starting soon, my life is about to get a lot easier. Over the weekend, I leveled Demon Avenger, Arc, Night Lord, and Beast Tamer to level 200. I wanted to get Fire Poison in there too, but I didn't quite make the cut before Monday. I got it to 187 though. I have absolutely no doubts that I'll be able to reach 8k Legion before New Age, but I think I'd like to go a little bit beyond that if I'm able to. I have 21 characters left to level with 44 days until New Age. So let's see what I can do with these 21 characters in 6 weeks. In no particular order at all, I've made a list of these characters that I'd like to level. Since I started this last week, all the characters I've already completed have been crossed off. Continuing to do 4 characters a week, with 1 week having 5 characters, I would finish this grind with 1 week to spare. This is quite a lot of work to do, and I'm a little uncertain about my ability to finish it all in 44 days. But the magic of all this is, bare minimum, I only need to finish about 8 of these characters to reach 8k Legion. About 8 I should say, since they are varying levels from like 120 to 150. But anything I get to 200 past these 8 characters is just a bonus really. It'll save me a little bit of time later on in the long run. All laid out, my plans are to continue to work on Legion up until New Age, get around 8 to 8.5k Legion, then when it rolls around finally, I'll start working on my hyper burning character. I've definitely stated this many times by this point, but I will be making this next hyper burning character my main. So I'd like to get it to 260 as fast as possible to start collecting Sacred Force. When my main is in a good position, whenever that may be, I'm going to start taking all those level 200s I got previously and push them to 235. Kind of like what I did recently with my Luminous, but with far less funding, since these just need to be 235 for Legion purposes. But pushing characters to 235 is for a far later date. So let's see how many of these characters I can finish on this list within the next 6 weeks, then we'll go from there. With all that talked about, that really just leaves tac relay. The event isn't over, with the last day being today at reset, but last night I hit 12,500 points. I'm still going to finish up the last day's daily missions for the 2x cards, Extreme Growth Pod, and Symbol Selector though, but I've been waiting to claim most of the cumulative point rewards. I think the majority of the cubes and flames are going to go get put on my Laura though. I run into a bit of an issue with all these pendants of the spirits they're giving. Since I'm just planning to do Legion for quite a bit, I don't really know where I want to put them. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the one from tac relay, and I definitely don't know what I'm going to do with the 30-day one from the 6-star chapter 4 rewards, but I'll figure something out. I haven't claimed either yet. That pretty much covers everything for the most part though. Last week started out pretty rocky, but we ended up making some decent gains. I have a very good feeling about this week. I mean, the weekly video is going up on time, so that's already a great sign. This week's just going to contain a bunch more Legion. I know this one's shorter than normal, but not every weekly video will have me ranting and raving about new plans I've made. Eventually, I'm going to have to sit down and, actually work on the plans I've come up with. When I get around to organizing everything, though, I do plan on making videos on all the 200s I've gotten individually, just speaking a bit about them. But anyway, I'm going to end things here, and I'll catch you guys around.